an essay type thing here. A little bit about the lion's claim. Humanity needs an overhaul. Its meaning and value are weary and worn out. Civilization, mankind, persons, families, and societies suffer to death from a degenerative disease of the spirit. The human spirit to overcome life as life has overcomes itself. Morality, the laws for behavior, the rights and wrongs, the do's and don'ts, the good and the bad, the useful and the wasteful, the beneficial and the harmful, all these dictates of thou shalls concerning the right way, the good way, God's way in most cases, overpower and imprison the follower, the obeyer, even if he has the strength to command himself to obey the moral teachings of his time and place. Fear keeps us locked in. Fear of the forbidden keeps us in line, between the lines of morality's guidelines. Duty and responsibility to the keeping, teaching, and practicing, the living of the moral code drives and directs most of the mass of humanity. Yet, but for an exception to the rule, a kind of natural selection, an order of ranking, some human beings overcome, or at least break free from their conditioning to the commandments of the group's tyranny, their morality, an attempt to become themselves. It takes mighty, heroic, proportional type suffering, saying no to the anti-human, anti-instinctual, anti-life lie of morality. One is usually besieged with a bad, if not a guilty conscience. In fact, the conscience seems to be the seat of moralistic super-ego activity. It is some sort of internalized fear mechanism, fear of physical harm, that operates in a modern society based on the fear of God, who has replaced the horde leader and dominant male of the primitive pack. So psychologically, many of us are imprisoned within the workings of our own minds and its creation of conscience. The lions seek a revaluation of conscience and a reestablishment of good conscience based on one's own personal perspective, for release of power, through action, through doing, through becoming. This naturally enhances affirmation of life, deeds done in good conscience. Lions use good from their own point of view, not the herd's. That is the group. The lions lobby for a return of power to personal advantage over the group. The group exists to create overcomers to the group in order to expand the horizon of the value, meaning, and worth of human beingness, aliveness, and life and existence in itself, inclusive, all-inclusive, that is even including the resistance to life's growth as part of the process, part of the necessity that brings about, creates great soul beings, that is, human beings, genuine and authentic, squanderers, destroyers, operating from an overabundance of energy of human instinct, not yet imprisoned, not yet held captive, not yet dying and weak and weary of life. A stomach for the spirit of life is a necessity for the great health and joy for existence. All existence is the stomach's new lining. Its chief enzyme, laughter, even at one's own seriousness, one's own mission. That's the laughing lions for you.